You pay the same price, take home the same box, and somehow get fewer breakfasts out of it. That is shrinkflation. The price does not move much, but the product quietly gets smaller, thinner, lighter, or diluted. It feels like nothing changed, yet your money buys less. In the next minutes, you will see exactly how it happens, why your brain often misses it, and how to spot it in seconds so you stop paying more for less. Shrinkflation thrives on tiny differences. Most shoppers do not notice a 5 or 10% change in size, especially when the package looks familiar. If a chocolate bar loses 2 squares, your eyes adapt to the new shape within days. If a bag of chips drops from 200 grams to 180 grams, the bag can stay the same height because air is free. These are not accidents. They are designed to slide under your just noticeable difference, the threshold where your brain says, "This looks the same." Manufacturers know which number you track. You remember the price more than the weight, and your brain anchors on round numbers. $2.99 feels right, so the price holds while the contents fall from 500 grams to 460 or 450. Even the type on the net weight can get thinner or relocated. A badge that once said family size can stay on the box, even though family is not a standard. Words are flexible. Grams are not. The packaging does most of the hiding. Bottles gain taller shoulders and deeper punts so they stand higher while holding less. Cartons get sleeker with curved walls that steal volume. Jars add thicker glass bases so the product line sits higher inside while the net weight shrinks. Bags use gussets that create a wide stance on the shelf even when there is less inside. Resealable zippers and easy pour spouts are useful, but they are also a reason to reshape the container and reset your expectations. Sometimes shrinkflation wears a smile. New recipe can mean more water and less solids. Improved texture can mean more air whipped into the same tub. A bar of soap becomes rounded and ergonomic, which removes corners and grams. A roll of paper can gain fewer sheets or shorter sheets, while still claiming jumbo because jumbo is only a brand name. A cereal box can keep the face the same size but lose depth so it looks great on a front-on shelf photo even though the volume is lower. Your brain is not broken. It is efficient. You use visual shortcuts to save time in a crowded aisle. You compare the big picture, the color, the logo, the promise on the front, and the price on the tag. Unit weight is small, literal fine print, and it moves around. After a long day, you do not recalculate every gram per euro. The system counts on that fatigue. The store environment amplifies the effect. Shelf tags are often designed for price first and unit price second. If the unit price is present, it may switch units from product to product. One brand lists per kilogram, the next per 100 grams, the next per liter, even when both are sauces. Your brain works harder and the cart keeps rolling. Promotions can also mask a size drop. A bright 2 for $5 sign makes the smaller pack feel like a deal, and the memory of last year's larger pack at a similar price gets overwritten by the new normal. Another cousin of shrinkflation is skimpflation. Instead of shrinking size, some products shrink the quality. A recipe quietly changes oil type, reduces cocoa solids, adds stabilizers, or moves from natural flavors to flavorings. A frozen meal can hold the same weight but have fewer vegetables and more sauce. The price per gram looks the same, yet the value is lower because the useful part is smaller. You feel it after the purchase, not at the shelf. There is restaurant shrinkflation too. The menu price holds, but the portion is smaller, the cup is taller and narrower, the ice is heavier, the fries portion feels lighter. Limited time combos come with a side that looks the same on a tray photo, but the container has a new shape that holds fewer grams. When your meal is mostly packaging, small geometry changes are hard to see. Your satisfaction dips slightly and you forget why. Now the part that saves you money. You can spot shrinkflation fast with a handful of habits that take seconds. Use the unit price. On most shelf tags, there is a smaller number that says price per 100 grams or per kilogram or per liter. Read the unit, not the headline. If two boxes look similar but one lists price per 100 grams and the other per kilogram, convert in your head. Move the decimal. 12 per kilogram equals 1.2 per 100 grams. Keep this as your rule. Same product type, same unit in your head. Scan the net weight location before you drop anything into the cart. It is always printed on the front. Do not look for the exact number you used to buy. Just ask if the number ends in a round anchor you remember. If you expected 500 grams and the new one is 465, you just found a quiet reduction. If you liked a 1-liter bottle and this is 850 milliliters, it is a smaller bottle in a taller frame. Compare depth. For boxes and cartons, turn them sideways for 1 second. If a cereal face looks the same but the depth is shorter, the serving count will slide down too. If the serving count did not drop, look closer at the serving size. 15 servings of 27 grams can become 15 servings of 23 grams. The count stays, the bowl shrinks, and your mornings end earlier. Look for shape tricks. A bottle that narrows at the waist or adds heavy shoulders often carries less. A peanut butter jar with a thicker base feels premium, reduces product, and raises the product line so it photographs nicely on the shelf. Anything curved is harder to estimate by eye. If a container used to feel boxy and now feels sculpted, assume there was a volume conversation in a meeting. Use hand references when you lack numbers. Your palm width, your thumb length, your phone. If you remember the old bar filling most of your palm and the new bar leaves space, that is a size cut. If your phone used to match the box height and now the box towers above, check the depth because height alone can trick you. Watch for name changes that are not regulated terms. Family size, party size, snack size, value pack. These are branding tools, not measurement standards. A family size 1 year can be larger or smaller the next year with the same badge. Only the net weight is dependable. Pay attention to price freezes and loyalty prices. A tag might say price locked or member price and freeze your anchor on the number, while the manufacturer quietly reduces contents to keep that promise. If you are not reading grams, a frozen price looks like generosity. It may simply be a shell game. Bundles and multi-packs need the same math. A 4-pack might replace a 5-pack at the same shelf price. A variety pack can switch to smaller inner units. A snack box can keep the large outer carton and hold more cardboard dividers inside, so it still looks full through the window. When you buy bulk for savings, always check price per unit, not just the outer box price. Seasonal products and limited editions are frequent vehicles for size changes. Packaging gets refreshed anyway, factories retool anyway, so the margin change can slide in. New look, same great taste is a perfect moment to move from 500 grams to 450 with less pushback. Stores are not powerless either. Many chains display unit price clearly and consistently. Some make the font size larger. Some online stores let you sort by unit price. When you find a store that helps, reward it with your business. When you find a store that mixes units and hides the numbers, slow down and do the conversion yourself. There is a second layer that makes detection even easier. Run a quick baseline list of your common buys at home. Write the net weights you expect for pasta, rice, cereal, juice, yogurt, detergent, paper. Pick 5 or 6 that matter. Put those numbers in your notes. This simple list removes the memory game manufacturers rely on. When the number changes, you know. You can also use replacement thinking. Before buying a new product, ask what it replaces. If it does not replace anything specific, it is a want and deserves more scrutiny. If it does replace something, compare the unit price and the net weight to the old item. Shrinkflation thrives when you buy side items without a reference. If you have already bought the smaller pack, there are ways to stop the silent cost from growing. Portion by purpose, not by package. Do not fill a bowl by sight. Serve by grams or by a consistent scoop size and close the pack. Snack packs look small, but eating 2 is easy. Repack into your own small containers at home so you control the real serving size. When a product you trust shrinks, give the market a chance to compete. Switch brands once. Many companies reverse a size cut quietly if sales drop. They also offer occasional make-good promotions for loyal customers afterward. You are not married to a logo. You are loyal to value. Restaurants require a slightly different lens. Ask for the small cup without ice if you want to understand the true pour. Choose water if the refill policy got tighter. Share fries if the portion dropped and the price stayed. For delivery, watch for the smaller box with more filler or thicker garnish. Stop paying the same for an experience that got thinner without telling you. Online grocery adds its own traps. Photos are not size. Product shots might reuse the same image for multiple sizes. Always check the net weight in the product details and compare the unit price for the exact size you are buying. Favorite lists can preserve an old size and auto-swap to a smaller one when stock changes. Review the cart before you pay. There is also stealth price confusion. A company can keep the package size, keep the price, and reduce the concentration. Detergent that used to need a full cap might suddenly need more to get the same clean if the formula changes. Read dosing instructions. If the recommended dose creeps up while the bottle size stays, you are buying more water and less active product. The same pattern exists in juices and sauces that stretch a base with more liquid. If you feel tired reading all this, that is the point. Shrinkflation survives on the gap between your limited attention and someone else's full-time optimization. So make the defense automatic and light. 5 simple habits catch most cases without extra mental load. Check unit price first. Check net weight placement. Turn boxes to check depth. Translate marketing labels into measurements. Keep a tiny baseline list in your notes. There is one more trick that makes you a near expert instantly. Stack comparisons in your cart before you decide. Pick the old brand, pick the nearest competitor, and hold them together. 2 numbers side by side make differences obvious. Look only at unit price and net weight. Ignore everything else for 5 seconds. Your eyes will tell you the truth. If you buy for a family or a shared house, agree on a personal policy so everyone rows the same way. For example, always choose the lowest unit price within the same quality tier unless there is a coupon large enough to beat it. Or always choose the size that gives at least 10% better unit price than the next size down. Or always skip limited editions unless the net weight beats your baseline. Policies make good decisions effortless and consistent. What happens when a product you love shrinks and there is no equal alternative? You can still reduce the budget impact. Buy it less often. Save it for a time when it matters. Mix it with a cheaper companion. There is dignity in choosing how to spend rather than getting pushed by stealth changes. Finally, keep perspective. Some size changes are honest responses to real costs. Not every reduction is a trick. But you deserve to know the truth at a glance, and your money deserves the respect of clear math. When you slow the aisle down for 10 seconds, the math becomes simple again. You are not trying to memorize every gram of every item across a store. You are adopting a new habit of looking where the truth hides. Your eyes will find it quickly. Your brain will adjust to the new routine. The first few trips feel deliberate. Soon it becomes second nature. You will know shrinkflation when you see fewer breakfasts in the same box, fewer sheets in the same roll, fewer squares in the same bar. You will see the shape tricks, the badge games, the family labels that never meant anything. And you will save money without feeling like you are fighting every aisle. Next time you shop, run the simple checklist. Unit price, net weight, depth, real serving size, baseline notes. If the numbers make sense, buy with confidence. If they do not, pause for a breath and pick a better option. You will keep more of what you earn and still bring home what you need. That is how you stop paying more for less.